Well, my watch says it's 7 o'clock, so it's time to start. I am Sue, the Soggy Stamper. Rain or shine, it's stamping time. And I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the Pacific Northwest. And tonight I'm really excited to share with you this card. The Designer Series paper is from the beautiful All About Autumn Designer Series paper. And there are several sheets that are leaves and fall color and stuff like that. But I had no idea until just this afternoon how I would use these books. There's 2 different sets of Designer Series paper that have books in them. And then I got to thinking about the bird from the bird's eye view. And it has a stack of books, and I've seen people use the bird sitting on top of the books, and I went, aha! So I used a piece of the Designer Series paper with the book settings crosswise, and I have the bird on top of it. Now the greeting comes from Hope You Know. It's in the annual catalog, and I'm using Miss You. There's a variety of different things. Wish you comfort. Just saying thank you doesn't seem like enough. Hope you know how much your kindness is appreciated. You are the sunshine that brightens so many of my days. And what really got me was miss you, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that, and so on. Also thinking of you today. Actually, these 2 go together. Truly, deeply grateful. Hello, friend. And here's one that is perfect for people who have just lost a loved one. May you find peace in the days to come and in the loving thoughts that surround you now. So this is a wonderful all-purpose stamp set. The bird's eye view doesn't have any greetings, so you have to find some others. And then I'm going to be using 2 of these stitched, stylish shapes dies. I'm going to use this one for the cutting out the blue, and this one for the greeting. So this is a really quick card to make because the Designer Series paper pretty much does all the work. I'm starting with very vanilla 8.5 by 5.5 for the card base. And then I have 2 pieces of the Designer Series paper. This is 2 inches by 5 1/4, which we'll put down right there. This is a beautiful side on the other side. This is just really wonderful Designer Series paper, and it is so popular that they are having a heck of a time keeping it in stock. I just checked, and it was available earlier this week, but now it's no longer available. They anticipate getting some more on October 30th, the week of October 30th. So that's, and then the books I'm going to put down here for the bird to stand on. Stack of books beside there. And I cut them and kind of fussy cut along the edge there. So next thing is to stamp the bird. I'm going to use Memento ink because I'm going to be coloring with the Stampin' Blends. However, I have discovered that any of our inks work pretty well, even with the Stampin' Blends. Make sure he's well inked. I'm going to stamp him so he's standing right there. And I'm going to add some glasses because he's standing on a stack of books, so he is very studious. I love these photopolymer stamps because you can see exactly where you're putting things. Now I wanted to color, tried to pick up, well, on this one, I was trying to get a color similar to this, and I decided to use this Misty Moonlight Light Stampin' Blend. And we're just going to make a kind of a dark blue, maybe it's a dark blue jay, although it's not shaped like a blue jay. I love these I love using blends because the color is a little bit less, oops. It does soak through, and I almost forgot to open it up so it wouldn't soak through to the other side. So anyway, you can just put a little bit along, and then it just kind of blends in. And if you want it in the area that's darker, you just add a little bit more. But because it's alcohol ink, it moves to fill in spaces. Just like that. And I'm going to color his beak dark pumpkin pie. Like that. So we've got a little bit on the back side. If this were totally saturated, you would have maybe too much of it. But anyway, we're going to cover the back. The inside is like this. Okay, so then along the border, I used this beautiful copper ribbon. It's part of the Copper and Natural Fall Mini it's a combination of two different ribbons, and I just totally love this color. And I find that, oops, I gotta get my scissors. I have tried using multi-purpose liquid glue to glue this ribbon on, and it doesn't work for me very well. So instead, I've got the craft sheet so that the glue doesn't stick to the paper. Whoop. And I'm just going to run the Stampin' Seal along here. Like that, and it's bled over onto the edges, so I'll have to curl it back. And just lay it down along that, see, just along the edge. Like so. And fold it to the inside. Like that. And to cover the back side here, I have 5 1/4 by 4 1/8 of another pattern from this same Designer Series paper, specialty paper actually, because of the gold. I could put that on the inside, but I want this. This is one of those patterns I wasn't sure how I would use. It's kind of a corduroy looking design pattern, and I wasn't quite sure how I would use that either. So it works perfectly for this, to put it on the inside. So we got that much done. Keep rubbing to get that extra adhesive off there. And now for the inside, I chose the greeting. You are the sunshine that brightens so many of my days. And this is, since it's a rubber one, and you have to put the adhesive on the back, the index on the back, I always check to make sure how it is put on the back. Because although I do my best to get it straight, don't always get it that way. So I will just double check, and that looks like I got it straight. So now all I have to do is see that I get it straight on my card. There. So I got the inside taken care of, and I got most of the outside done. With the Designer Series paper, you don't have to do much besides put it on the card base and then add a greeting. Stampin' Up! Oh, I still need this. Stampin' Up! Does a great job with their Designer Series papers. So, on the front, the greeting is Miss You. And here's why you need to check each time, or at least until you know your stamps. So this is the way I have it mounted, and look what happened when I checked it. I went, okay, let's see if this is straight. Oh, no, I made it completely. I put the label on wrong. So that's an important thing to check before you stamp on your good cardstock. However, we're going to be cutting this out with a die, so it really doesn't matter if it's crooked, if it's wrong. Fortunately. And later I might try to peel the index off and straighten it. Haven't decided. So I'm going to use the smaller circle to cut out the greeting. Had a workshop with 5 ladies on Saturday, a class, and we used the die cutting machine for everything. Oh my goodness, I didn't plan very well because it was very time consuming. I had planned to pass and we did pass the mini die cutting machine around, but just taking the time to cut everything. Just go through. I actually ended up doing part of the die cutting at my big die cutting machine while they were doing some parts of the other things just to save time. Okay, then we'll cut out a circle to back the greeting. And we'll put the two together. I'm going to put this down without a Stampin' Dimensional. So it's not too fat a card. And this one I'm going to put on with Stampin' Dimensionals. Actually, just one in the center. See if I can get it straight, even, all the way around. Yeah, pretty good. So there you have it. And that took 15 minutes. I did have these already cut, but see how quickly you can make a card and have a really great looking card just with the designer series paper, simple stamping, and one thing of layering and then putting a ribbon along the side. So that is my Facebook Live for tonight. I thank you for watching. If you have left a comment, don't worry. I will be, as soon as I get off, I will check for comments and respond back. This will be on my YouTube channel this evening, The Soggy Stamper. If you have any questions, email me, sue@soggystamper.com. Or if you want to place an order, I would be happy to help order. My store is creationsbysue.stampinup.net. And my blog is www.soggystamper.com. I appreciate you watching, and if you go to my YouTube channel, I suggest you click on the subscribe button, because then each time that I upload something, you'll get a notification and you won't miss anything. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you again next Friday, probably at 7 o'clock. It seems like this works out a better time for me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.